So, ladies and gentlemen, as daytime turns to nighttime here in Sofia, we have made it to the cathedral. I had the name in my head a minute ago, but whatever. St. Nevsky Cathedral, Sofia, something like that. Anyway, it's massive, to be fair, and obviously got this lovely little path that's lighting up, and as you walk around, like, there's just so much open space here in Sofia. Parks, you know, a lot of architecture looks similar to this, but mate, that's absolutely breathtaking, and for once I think my camera actually does it justice. That is phenomenal. Really reminds me of some of the ones I went to in Ukraine years ago, but at the same time it's got a very individual nature about that. It's like you've got a church on top of a church on top of a church. It's the only way I can describe it. And obviously you can get closer to the building, but it is like a main road, and there's also like a car park just outside it. I believe there is a service, or it closes about 7 o'clock tonight, so we'll take you across the road, because a zebra like home and like other places I've been in Eastern Europe lately, you see that little sign there with a man. If he's there and there's no lights, you're good to crack on. And to be fair to the drivers of Bulgaria, you have impressed me massively, because there seems to be a lovely patience when someone's actually making a manoeuvre and people actually let you go. Very good with English speaking as well so far when I've asked certain questions of people. Obviously some don't, that's fair enough, mate. I am not a linguist, let's be absolutely fair. But this is my point, you know, from the church, this is what you can see. Obviously a main junction for the traffic, but that lovely sort of yellowy building there on the right is beautiful, and then again Vitosha mountain in the background. And as I've said a couple of times already, we have to get up there in the morning. I'm not taking no for an answer, not even from myself. So, you know, we have to consider that we've got time to do it, regardless of the gig or not. And saying that you can get quite far up there on a bus and then hike for a couple of hours to get to a peak, that's got to be done. So I think Scotty needs to go easy on the Bulgarian beer, but we do have another one here, and I'm not even going to bother trying to tell you the name of that, because I don't know what that says and I don't know what that means. But this building is absolutely stunning, and I can see why such a draw visually and things like that. But now we've headed over this way, I'm not sure which way we need to head next. I think I'm going to go up here and go to the left. Nearly food o'clock, but I've just loved like finding little supermarkets at the moment and things like that. I was planning to maybe take some food up the mountain with me, but with the facilities at the hostel, I think that's going to be quite difficult. There is like a freezer up on my bit. I'm not in the bit of building that I was hoping to be in, but I'm in another bit, and to be fair, I cannot complain about the bed. Cannot complain that it's not a double bed again, as in a bunk bed. It's actually a single bed one more time, which is way more comfortable and way less of a bother. Even over here with this building here, there's like an eternal flame or something burning down there, which I'm sure you can see in the background, as we're sort of between that light and twilight time now. I don't know how my camera's going to handle it, but at the moment it seems to be doing okay. And yeah, I mean, going through parts of the city earlier, I saw a couple of artists, there's street sellers about here and there. It's quite interesting, to be fair, what there is available. As I say, I've never been to Bulgaria before this, so I have no real point of reference to Bulgaria. I've heard lovely things, which is always nice, always good. Jewellery sellers, art sellers, seems to be quite common. I quite like that. I think there's a nice bit of culture going on here, and some of the art is fantastic, to be absolutely fair. So yeah, if you decide to come to Sofia yourself, there's a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot of surrounding nature, there's a lot to the city. As I say, I'm not sure what direction we're going now, but we're going to carry on this way, hopefully get back towards the main centre again, find a nice place to eat. Based on some of the things that I just looked at in the supermarket, I thought I was going to make some sandwiches and that, but by the time you add it up, you're actually probably better off going to a little restaurant and getting a little meal, or you know, getting something like that, because it's going to cost a pretty similar price. Sandwiches and stuff that I found are like $2.50, things like that. Well, if I can get something better than that for that price, then that's what I'm going to do, to be fair. As I say, budget travelling is not always easy. Sometimes you have an idea in your head, you get to a place to look for those things, and it doesn't always work out that way. So we are going to see what options we have as a veggie, and what we can do tonight, even if it is a cheeky little KFC, because honestly, in parts of Eastern Europe, veggie KFC has been banging out of 10, and we have to see if they have Kentucky Gold sauce, because this has been a trend on Scotty Solo's travels, and it is by far the best sauce in the world, and I'm standing by that. It's cracking. So yeah, we're now getting to darkness here, which is, it's roughly about like 6 o'clock-ish nearly, which is great. You know, back where I live, that would be dark at this time at 4 o'clock, so it's nice that it's like that. And you've got all these like alcohol and tobacco shops that are open like 24 hours, which is crazy. So you can sort of just do it when you want. And in one sense it's a little bit dangerous, but in another sense I like it. So yeah, let's crack on down this way and see what we find next.